I've been busy and I haven't watched. I haven't watched. Yeah, but I don't. As you know, I don't know what you're all talking about, so I haven't watched any. The only game I watched, and I watched I don't know whether it was entertaining or not. Was the 8-1 Swansea?
Oh yeah,
8-1. It was
last night. Was that last night?
8-1.
No, night before, wasn't it?
Night before.
Was it?
Well, what day are we on, Ash?
Yeah, well, it's Wednesday apparently.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
News
apparently.
to me.
Yeah.
But I watched that, and it was a bit like watching kids over the park.
Yeah.
You know, it was. You almost, you know, at sort of 5-1, you want them to sort of have a little bit of a swap around.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've watched loads of those games over the years. So
You must have done. Yeah, I'll give him a chance.
Yeah, it's 10-0, and you think, oh,
Didn't you
referee,
romp
just blow
Spurs
up early.
7-1?
We romped them 7-1 twice, yeah.
Do you actually? What was the scores at half time? Can you remember?
No, at half time against Spurs. No, it was only about 3 at half time against Spurs.
Do you feel sorry for a team when you've got 20 minutes to play and
No.
they're 6-0 down?
No, not at all. No, because they won't feel sorry for you.
And do you sort of, is it like that mentality, Rob, where if say you're 6-0 in front, like Zane just said, do you feel like, does it all become a bit of a sort of half taking the piss?
Yeah. Well, it's actually not half. It's actually taking the
He's
piss. Yeah.
proper taking the piss. So you're like trying out little moves,
Yeah, of course
like
you are, yeah.
really
The
rubbing the salt in.
Yeah, your confidence
fans
is
cheering,
flying
don't they,
high.
when the
Yeah.
fans start cheering the passes.
And the fans start, because even like 5-0 up and that you pass it 2 yards, they go, whee! So I'll pass it back again, whee!
Yeah, the players react. The players do react to that, don't they?
Yeah,
That's
of
the
course
only
they do,
time
yeah,
when the fans do actually sort of change the play.
It's only time you get to cheer for like a 2-yard pass.
Yeah.
Because I did notice they brought, like you said, your confidence is flying or something like that. They brought a young kid on just to try him out, and he scored a goal. And it was like he'd scored the winner at Wembley.
Yeah.
I think it was like the seventh or eighth goal or something. And he, done the big slide in, like, yeah. So you could see it was his
the
moment.
thing is, Rick, he will remember that forever.
Ever, yeah.
We
of course.
won't, nobody else will watching it, but him and his family will remember that forever. They say first goal, we'll have a picture on the wall. So that's his first ever goal in the first team. So he'll remember that.
And it was lovely to see, don't get me wrong, it was lovely. And I don't know how old the kid was, but I think he must have been
28, I think he was.
28.
Yeah, 17, 18.
Yeah, he's retiring now.
It was Rooney.
Do you ever get any? Have you ever played against a team where they're playing shit and you've had somebody just their bottle's gone, their head's absolutely gone, they're stuck in a stupid tackle, they're getting sent off, or they're...
No, I think I've had a few games where you're playing against someone and you can see some, like the person you're playing against is having a nightmare. You can actually see it, yeah. You say, oh my God, he's having an absolute stinker. And he might be actually playing for you, or he might be playing against you, but you say, he's having an absolute stinker.
Terrible, yeah.
And to be fair, we've all had them. When nothing goes right for you, you try things and nothing goes right. And it's one of those days.
I suppose the more the piss taken out of you, the worse it gets, though.
And I think what happens is you lose, I know, I remember going over to Dagenham to spar with this geezer over in Dagenham, and my boxing trainer took me over. And this geezer punched me all round the. Normally, I would have played with him, but it was just one of them days where your timing's out, and you're just getting caught with everything. And then what happens is that when things are going wrong, you start trying.
Yeah.
And when you start trying harder, you lose, because we all know when you're at your best is when you've put in the effort in, but you're relaxed, aren't you?
Yeah.
As soon as you start trying, you tense.
It's thinking, isn't it? It's when you start thinking about what to do.
Yeah.
You've got to come naturally. And then,
I always, when I wanted to start a game, I wanted to start well. So I wanted to sort of like the first pass would be make sure, because I think if you don't start, and I say to my boys, if you don't start well, you don't start well, all of a sudden your confidence goes a little bit down, and then you might try something it goes down a little bit further. And I think if you start the game well and your confidence goes up, and
boxing's the same. You go out as a fighter, and exactly what you said, Rob. You try and start off well. You do it. You keep things simple and solid,
exactly,
and things. So your lady expression in boxing: be first. Yeah. And what that means is come out and get your punch in first. So you come out and you go, jab, jab, really to get out quick. And what you said, just get yourself
couple of slaps.
Get a couple, get a couple of nice jabs in. Because if you come out and started rolling about looking for big shots straight away and you miss,
and you get caught with a couple,
you get caught with a couple. You're already on the and it does.
It's
happen.
all sports. It's huge confidence, and I don't care how good you are. I mean, you look at some players even now. Morata at Chelsea having absolute stinkers. It's not because he's a bad player. He's just his confidence has just been
happens.
Just happens. His confidence has just gone, and all of a sudden he can't hit a barn door. Torres had it.
Exactly.
Liverpool where he couldn't stop scoring. To Chelsea where he didn't start well, and all of a sudden he couldn't score. He couldn't
so
score.
is a tip from our mate Rob Lee there is that he start well.
Don't start
poorly.
Does
that happen to every player?
Yeah, I don't think there's any player that hasn't gone through a period where they're not playing well. And it's just how you come through it, really. I mean, the great players come through it quick.
I mean, look at Eddie Duah today.
Well, I would if he was here.
He's much better with him, though, isn't it?
No,
Rick and Robbie shows
he's
back.
actually in the building. I've seen him. So he's late, right? He started off late.
Yeah.
And he's gone for a pony.
And what he's done, he's walked in and give us a little nod and just walked straight into the cars.
He's starting terribly.
He started terrible, and he's going from bad to worse.
It's going to get worse.
Now, we don't know if he's in there crying. We don't know if he's in there doing his makeup, because he does wear makeup, by the way.
He does.
We don't know what he's up to, but
he's mingling.
Now he's chatting to the ladies.
He doesn't even realise he's late, does he? He
Honestly,
thinks he's
on
not
his
late.
phone.
On his phone.
Oh, it's painful.
Well, Ricky and Rob show's coming soon.
It is.
We'll get rid of him.
I
was going to say that, Rick. The other day I was doing a bit of, pad work.
No, seriously, what are you doing?
No, but he moved his hand out of the way, and I kind of jarred my elbow, and it hurt me right in hand for about 3 days.
Well, listen, you got to say something that's actually people are going to believe. You weren't doing pad work, were you?
I was.
Ricky, was he doing pad work? Look at him.
You know, this is what happens. All right, Ed, lovely to see you, mate.
Shocking.
We're just finishing the show,
We're just wrapping it up.
Just until the week.
But what happens if you're in a professional fight? Because that don't hurt your elbow when you jar it.
Yeah, I mean, making people miss is a lot more tiring than them getting the punches home. So if you're in front of someone you're making them constantly miss, not only does it do their confidence up and their own self-belief, but it's knackering. You know,
because they're using your head as a buffer. If they hit your head, they stop. If they miss, they have to then pull the weight of all that back.
Yeah.
Whereas they're using.
And this is what happens. See, it's like, you said you was doing pad work.
Yeah.
And Rob's pissing himself laughing.
Yeah.
Because it's like me saying I
You ran a marathon.
Yeah. That is spiteful, isn't it? I'm trying to boost him up. I ain't been here for the last couple of weeks. I'm back straight in, taking loads of stick immediately.
Do you know, I know you've been away, Rick, to try and get yourself together because you was hurt by
very
spiteful comments.
I've been in rehab trying to get myself together.
They're all made through love, they are.
They're all made
through love.
You'll get people say, they don't even say pad work. They say, I was sparring yesterday.
No, I was doing none of that.
But what happens is, they'll move about with their personal trainer and they go, I was sparring, and you think,
have you got a personal trainer?
Sparring. Yeah, of course he has.
Me, look. I'm going to say, just in case Mark's listening. No.
Mark.
No, do you know why? They push you to our personal trainers.
Yeah, but when you say in case Mark's listening, who's Mark?
Mark, my partner.
Mark,
I thought Sonia was your partner.
I thought you've got
you're married.
You're married. Yeah.
I've got a partner as well.
Mark and Mike, but Mark's the one that's dedicated to the personal training sessions.
To be
it's
fair,
not a midlife crisis. Mike will be laughing about this, but no. Mark likes to go down to the gym. He's got his 6-year-old tight top on that he pulls on and trains hard with a personal trainer. But
he don't look that great though, does he?
Yeah, no, that's Mike.
No, that's Mike.
Mike's a slightly fuller figure. Mark's slim.
How many boyfriends you got?
Loads. Whoever's paying the most, Rick. I don't care.
Right. Okay.
All right, where you been?
Where the
Why
fuck
are you
have
late?
you been, man?
Why are you late?
London Transport.
trains.
And guess what I've done? Just for you, I took a picture, standing next to it, delayed
I
train.
thought he was
site.
actually going to say you bought some cakes in because you're late.
No, you're off it. You're training.
I am training, yeah, you're right.
No, you're looking good.
I was
You're
training?
Yeah, I was on the pads this morning.
To be fair, I've been gym with Zane.
Yeah.
I've been gym with Zane.
Did he train hard? No, he's good.
Yeah, I bet he don't know.
No, he goes in. He's got all the right intentions.
It's a bit like with his money, and he conserves his.
Yeah, he conserves
He conserves his money. He keeps it back in the bank.
Go all out.
Keep it in the bank. Yeah.
I thought I was working hard then. I had to work really hard then because I knew you was coming.
Yeah, I know. He kind of has the good intentions. Then when he's getting to that red zone, as they like to call it, now,
don't
he goes,
do the red zone.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna have a little
That
breather.
could be dangerous.
Well, the new way of training now is the burst. Is the burst training? Isn't
3 minutes.
Is these bursts?
3 minutes.
Which you actually, Ed, you put me into injury.
I told you. See, look at that. I was way ahead of my time, wasn't I?
You was way ahead of your time. Because when I first met Eddie, I was walking with him and he went, "Come over and train with us, with the boys. You know, the young footballers he's training."
Yeah,
and he had me doing sprints. He had me doing sprints, and it's the typical
fast.
I was getting ready for that.
Yeah.
He was working for that.
So
he looked good though.
Yeah,
to be fair, I was actually quite shocked.
Did he have kicking the ball about in that? Was he dribbling?
No, he was no ball. There was balls out, but he didn't go anywhere near the ball. He just did a bit of running.
Oh, he just done the running.
I might have that one.
You didn't just run your kids, did you? You didn't just run.
Oh yeah, it was running day. He picked the worst day to walk across the park, didn't he?
Running with a ball.
No. We got the balls out later. By that time, he had went home.
Are we going to have a kick about one day? Or what?
Yeah.
I think we've got to have a TRO 5 side.
Yeah.
I had to go on one of those speed balls, you know, the boxing, you know, and it's all about rhythm, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
and
about
it's sort
rhythm.
of like keepy uppies, but with your hands. It's you
Oh,
got
no, actually, the ball's actually hanging. It can't actually fall down.
Well, yeah, but you got
to keep it up.
You know what I mean?
You will actually. If you don't keep it up, it's going to fall on the
It's
floor.
much easier if you keep it up if you've got a string round your ankle on it.
Can you do keep it up, Rick?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I ain't brilliant at it, but I can do it. I'll tell you what, I'm not clumsy round a ball. If I get a ball, I can.
You should be a right back, innit?
But what Rob said is right. It was so boring.
Right back. Yeah, you ought to be the centre.
And I was getting beat all the time because
Not in this modern day, though, is it?
What's that?
Modern day right backs.
No, but I think for somebody like Ricky, he should be playing right back when you have to be powering up and down the wing. No disrespect to Rick. I'm just saying you got to pick your players where to play your players. You know what I mean?
Know your position.
You know, like Ash. Ash is sort of like he's a bit
goalie all day long.
No,
he's a keeper.
Ash is like number 10 because he's like
he's got knowledge in it. Yeah, he's got knowledge in
life.
it.
You don't know I've appeared.
I'm there. He'll come with something fantastic.
Slotting it.
And then he'll go back into his little shell.
He'll do some sort of magic.
He has an haircut like Ginola as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Very
So
similar.
he'd be the number 10.
Very.
So you'd be a wing back because you're fit and you can get up and down.
Yeah.
If you're late every now and again, it wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't matter. Got a couple of decent crosses now and
Where
again.
would you be, Ledge? Where would you play now?
I'd play
Bear in mind your knees are.
Number 8.
Centre midfield.
Yeah.
Just spraying the ball around.
Hey, you got me and Ash doing the work for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.